go. Ready and action.
From city to city, state to state, for the fans, by the fans, do you got what it takes to make the sports scene? This is the sports scene. To make the sports scene, this is the sports scene. Step up on the scene and it's all about sports. I can take you to the field, I can take you to the courts. Of course, this is the sports scene. You in the sports scene, we in the sports scene. This is the sports, it's about sports.
Welcome to the sports scene. This is a show that's for the fans, by the fans. It's like the first sports show that's kind of ran by us, the fans. You're going to take a journey with us through 16 weeks of the NFL season as we go from city to city and from state to state. We're going to be trying out some of the best foods throughout the country, some of the best venues, some of the best sports pubs and sports bars. For example, we're starting out in no better place than the defending Super Bowl champions, the New Orleans Saints. So we're here live down in New Orleans in Mid-City at Finn McCool's Irish Pub, where, I mean, it's kind of like the Cheers atmosphere where everybody knows your name. When I first walked in, I felt like I was at home. I brought a group of friends with me. They're good people, you're gonna enjoy them. I'm gonna introduce them one by one. First up is a good friend of mine. His name is Michael Bankel.
But I do think, it's all about the protection of the players. There's a lot of concussions become a huge, concern for a lot of people. So let's bring in Courtney Paige Wiseman.
On Sundays and Saturdays, whether it's college football or NFL, we're all in front of the TVs. And I would love to introduce my good friend, Navar Massey.
Who that said he gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? I may be getting ahead of myself, but Brett Favre, I don't even think he can play in the same field with the new athlete of today.
We are back here in the kitchen where all the magic's done by head chef Ross. We are also accompanied by one of the owners of Finn McCool's, Pauline. Let's first jump into the food here, Ross. Explain some of these dishes for us.
On my side, basically what I do is Irish food. That's my game, really. We got the potato and leek soup, which is very popular in Ireland, of course, but a lot of Americans love it too. It's a lot of cream, a lot of butter. You got your potato and leek, it's really good, and it's with some freshly made soda bread with Irish butter on top of that, of course. And smoked salmon, some Irish cheese, and soda bread as well.
Well, during every Saints game we do a cook-off where we ask the customers to bring in food like potluck, and we always like to cook the competition. So those are generally themed towards the team that we're playing against, and all of the food at that stage is free.
Great, I really like the idea of that. You kind of get a feel of the team you're playing, type of food that they would, cook. So can you give me some examples for that?
Well, a lot of the times the theme, the dish that wins is in the name. For example, when we played Minnesota, the dish that won was Brett Favre's minuscule Swedish meatballs. And whenever we play Atlanta, we always cook the Dirty Bird.
We have made our way out of the kitchen to right here, and I cannot wait to actually try this food. We are here with one of the owners we've already met, Pauline, and her beautiful husband, Steve, also an owner. And Steve, we kind of went through the plates a little bit. We're going to try these now. I mean, meeting up here, Thomas, is one thing, but trying this food is a whole other separate identity. Can you explain to us what's on this plate before Courtney tries it?
Well, here we have our chef's potato and leek soup. This is some fresh Irish soda bread that he made this morning. And we have our Panther potatoes, which is an award-winning dish when we beat the Carolina Panthers.
Great.
So it's all good stuff.
Take a bite.
I'm going to try by the potato.
All right. Not bad?
Very good.
All right, Pauline, tell me what I'm going to be trying here.
This is chicken and andouille gumbo. The andouille was brought in by one of the customers. This is actually a dish that was also an award winner for whenever we did our very first cook-off of the season, which was pre-season. We don't like to cook the competition in pre-season because we are going to support ourselves.
Okay, let me try it. Let me get a little bit of a bite of this. I have to admit, it's great. That rice is good too. Explosion of flavor, I love it.
Saints fan John, he's going to tell us.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, and he's going to tell me a little bit about what he does on NFL Sundays and how he enjoys watching the Saints.
So we have, I think, probably one of the best pregame rituals you could possibly have in the city. My wife and I, we have season tickets. We've had season tickets. We bought them right after the storm. Okay. And we wanted to support the Saints, But our good friend Susan, she's a chef. and she lives right on the other side of the French Quarter from the Superdome. And so every home game, we go to her house. She cooks up a nice spread of New Orleans favorites, gruyères and grits, red beans and rice.
We're back at Finn McCool's Irish Pub in New Orleans. And as you can see, we have a Super Bowl champion with us. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce to all of you who's watching, and for all of you true-hearted New Orleans Saints fans, your very own, Mr. Pierre Thomas. Thank you, I like that. Yeah, I really like that. So y'all enjoying yourselves? Yeah! I love that, I love to hear it. Y'all ready to get into this? Yeah! All right, tell me, what's your thoughts about the league wanting to add 2 more games to the regular season?
Yes. Well, me being a fan, you know, I'm what you call a casual fan. You know, I love everything about football. From the food, to the girls, to the tailgates, to the basements, you know, to the big screens. I mean, I'm a fan of all that. So when you say that, you're already tickling my fancy, Pierre. I'm already like, man, they add 2 more games, whether it be early or later, I'm down.
I'm gonna take a different angle on it. You got to put yourself on a quarterback standpoint. In the preseason, you usually get 4 games of practice with new players that hit the field that you're not usually get to throw with. You see Tom Brady and guys like Peyton Manning. A guy like Blair White came out of Michigan State. He had 4 preseason games of practice with Peyton Manning. Now he's only going to have 2. So you got to think the snaps you're going to be getting in preseason games are going to be limited. However, I love just watching football in general in real games. I hate seeing the starters get taken out halfway through the quarters. So the fact that we're going to see more regular season games is great. The only thing I have to ask you is the records now are based off of 16 games. Now it's going to be 18, so a lot of records probably will be broken. Do you think they should stand going against the normal records that are based off of 16-game seasons? Or should it just be, you know what, this is the NFL now, it's 18 games, we're counting it as a regular record?
I believe it should stand.
Should stand?
I believe it stands strongly because, you know, just playing through a season, you know, is a lot. It's very stressful. You know, then you have the preseason before that. You know, knowing the preseason is, yes, it's to rebuild your team and get to your team where the point of being a successful team for the season. You know, you're trying to find the right guys to put out there on the field. You know, that's what you want to do. You want to have the right team, the right 53 guys out there playing for your team. And, you know, that's where the preseason comes in at. And when that season hits, you know, you just want to go straight from there. You want to just go full speed and have no worries, no regrets.
Healthy.
And definitely stay healthy.
Yes, sir.
You know, you definitely want to stay healthy. But, you know, it is a difference, too, because sometimes for guys who are injured, would like to wish there was a longer season.
Right.
You know, maybe say, hey, man, if I had, you know, 2 more games, you know, I'll do this and this. So I see two different opinions on that. Oh, look at little Pierre Thomas jersey.
Signed on the sleeve now.
So all the struggle that New Orleans been through, and last year us winning the Super Bowl, how did that make you feel?
Well, the Saints mean everything to this city because they are representative of our communities. Well, you're part of our community. You've come in and all of y'all have helped rebuild this city. Like, specifically off the field, y'all have actually helped participate in rebuilding the city.
Yes,
so
we
we love you for that.
Wow.
Woo! But also, you winning the Super Bowl really proved to us, when going from the Aints to the Super Bowl Saints, anything is possible. Anything can be done. And I would like to say that Superdome specifically, y'all proved you could take something that was a symbol of tragedy and despair and turn it into a symbol of hope and victory. And that's what y'all brought to us.
Hey, Touchdown Tony, your boy Pierre Thomas here. Got a quick question for you. With so many players who are your point go-getters out with an injury this season, tell me, who are the guys that have been keeping you in the hunt with your fantasy football league this season? Who has been your fantasy football lifesavers? And as well, the unsung heroes.
Hey, Pierre. Well, since fantasy's been decent to me in the past few years, I decided to draft you early this year. and we all know how that worked out for me. Since you're on 7 of my 14 teams, I had to really search my waiver wire. I did find some gems this year. Peyton Hillis happened to be a great pickup of mine, the running back from Cleveland. We all know what he's done so far. Last year starting 2 games, this year he started every game, and he's just doing outstanding things. Another running back I grabbed that was a free agent in my league was Darren McFadden, and he also has been doing real big things. From starting 3 games last year, he started every game so far, and he's really produced for me. Put those 2 in the mix with you being healthy. I think I'd be making a run at the championship right now in a couple leagues.
Hey Tony, it was great talking to you. Appreciate all your info. Stay tuned.
You know, so if you have any closing words for the fans and for the people at home?
I'd just like to thank you guys, you know, for allowing me to be here with you guys and, you know, talk about sports and, you know, talk about everything that's going on around the league. And I want to also thank you fans for allowing me to be here. You know, I had a great time here at Fizz McCool Irish Pub. I love it. Hey, I might be back. You might see me back. And I'd like to thank you fans out there watching. You know, we're having a great time. Because when we're on the scene, it's all about sports.
If you missed today's show, no worries. Tweet us on Twitter and then friend us on Facebook. That website is thesportscenetv.com. That's thesportscenetv.com. Well, you know what? I want you to take us out on that famous chant that you got. I mean, what is it? Who that? Okay.
Who is that?
So let's get it started.